Hi guys, welcome back. It's Lions leaderboard time where I rank the players within their positions to see who I think is closest to their test spots and who are closer to sitting in the stands and watching the tests. Now just to reiterate, I am not comparing between positions. So if a prop is slightly higher than a second row on their respective slides, I'm not saying that prop has played better. I'm just saying where are they in the likelihood of starting or playing in the tests and watching from the stands. Okay, so that being said, let's get into it. This is following the Sharks game, who they may well play again on Saturday. It sounds like not confirmed yet at the time of recording. So here we go. This is how it was. So the first slide is always how I had it in the previous game, in this case against the Lions. And then the next slide is how I have it after the current game. So this is how I have it at the moment. Mako Vunipola moving down there. All eyes were on his scrummaging, and he did struggle at times for sure. And in the loose, he was fine, he was okay, but that's not the point. Against South Africa especially, scrummaging is everything. Mako's got a bit of a reputation of his scrummaging being his Achilles heel, so unfortunately for him, he needed a really clean game in the scrum at least, and it wasn't. It's a shame. Sutherland came on. It looked like it made a decent impact. A bit of an improvement, to be honest. A massive break as well. So Sutherland certainly moves up. So Mako down in thirds, moving towards the stands at the moment. Wyn Jones and Sutherland look like they're the test pairing either way at the moment. One starting, one on the bench. Not sure which yet. Wyn Jones needs another start. Hooker-wise, this is how I had it, very close indeed, and it's still very close in the hooker department. Luke Cowan-Dickie gets his start against the Sharks, and my goodness me, I thought he was amazing actually. So impressive in every aspect as well. Line-outs were smart, his carries were really powerful, brilliant breakdown work, his chop tackles were insane, a little bit suicidal, but pretty crazy stuff. His speed, his power, it was just all round amazing, to be honest. So I definitely have him at the top of the leaderboard at the moment, on form from what I've seen, the most impressive, but still all to play for. George and Owens will have more starts and more game time as well. So I'm loving this battle at the moment, but Cowan-Dickie, that was quality, to be honest. Okay, tight head prop. This is how it was after the last game. In this game, Xander Fagerson, some solid scrum work. Not a massive standout performance, I would say, but pretty decent. Furlong came on, looked like he made a big impact, very physical, especially in defence. Scary prop to bring off the bench. But to be honest, I'd have Furlong starting at the moment. It looks like he's pulling clearly ahead as the obvious choice to start. And then it's going to be a battle, I think, between Fagerson and Sinclair at the moment for that bench spot. Second row wise, now at the moment, as you notice there, I do have Courtney Laws still in the second row page. We'll see if he moves, depends where he plays in the next few games. Anyway, Henderson and Beard started this game against the Sharks. Both had a similar sort of game, as in they worked tirelessly. Maybe not a massive highlight reel. Maybe Beard had a few more eye-catching moments, but just a big shift. Both put their hands up, I think. There's nothing wrong with just a big shift from your second rows. So both did pretty well. When Atoje came on, thought he had a decent impact. He's the Lions' best spoiler. He's really, really irritating. Made a good couple of plays. I put down here, he's essentially a professional pain in the arse in a good way, and he looks like he's getting it right at the moment. So for me, that pushes Atoje just above the rest as someone you want in your squad at least. Then Henderson and Laws joint second. Beard a good start, so pushes above Hill. And Hill needs another start to impress, I think. So another good battle going on there. Flanker-wise, this is how it is. Was how it was before the last game with Watson ahead. Now Navidi played at 6 in this game, and it was a great debut. Really impressive. His tackling was brilliant. His breakdown work was immense. Immediately a contender. Plus, of course, he can play 6, 7 and 8, which could really help, let's say, if he gets on the bench. Curry actually had a pretty solid game, to be honest. Not a problem. He did make a few mistakes, but he was just outshone by the others. And indeed, when Watson came on, an immediate impact in attack and defence. He really wants this shirt, an absolute animal. So this is how I see it here, with Watson pushing ahead as a clear contender for 7 at the moment. Now Navidi pushing up in line there with Byrne, and Curry still a bit to do, but all combinations are possible. Another fantastic fight. Now I'm really excited with the number 8 battle as well. Simmons started this game, thought he had a great game, and he really suits the Lions' style of play, which is super fast. His power, his pace is amazing, showed it off in this game at points. Nice hands too, really good game. Probably could do with a big 6 next to him. I mean, Navidi certainly helped him out a bit there, but maybe a Byrne and a Laws next to him would be really good. And indeed, I thought his game was so good. He just nudges ahead at the moment, but so much to play for. I'm not going on reputation with Faletau. He's still performing solid, but maybe we need a bit more. We need to see Coden again. So very finely balanced that race there. But there's something about Simmons that just excites you. If you can balance the team around him, I think he could be a real point of difference. The scrum half battle is strange. Price started when he wasn't meant to. Did very well considering that. Not a perfect game, but shown he's very capable a few times now. So I just think he pushes up a lot closer to Murray. Murray still a likely starter as the captain, but he needs another game. And talking of games, poor Gareth Davis, he really needed that start. Hopefully he gets the start if the game happens at the weekend. So now he's third just from the fact of not having played much. So pretty tough, still a close battle. Fly half-wise was interesting with Farrell languishing after the last game. But he got his start at 10. Not that he was meant to be honest, but late replacement for Bigger. But this was his best international performance for absolutely ages. Helped that he was at 10 to show his skills off at their most. And in defence, he was absolutely brilliant. He really was destructive, disrupted, and nice hands, and nice attacking kicks. Brilliant game from Farrell, to be fair. He needed it. Russell came on, to be fair, again had a nice impact, some really good touches, kept the pace of the game very high, so it's so close. So that's how I have it now, with just Bigger and Farrell pulling ahead, purely because I think you probably want one of them to kick at goal. Not that Russell couldn't do it, but I think they're going to be the preferred options. So brilliant, really close. Glad Farrell had a good game for his sake, but also for the excitement of this selection battle. Centres-wise, at the end of the Lions game, I had it dead level. And really just because the fact that Aki and Daly played again and had good games, I'm having them pushing ahead. Just because of exposure, to be honest. Aki was power, pace and menace. Maybe didn't have his absolute best game, but he was still very good. Daly's skills impressed again. Kicking, huge kick. They use him quite a lot to kick the ball. And also fantastic hands, great skills, one amazing little slap pass, etc. He's standing out if you want a skill player. Aki's standing out if you want a power player. Harris and Henshaw have done nothing wrong. It's kind of just going to be, who does Gatland want? What sort of skill set is he after? So such a close battle. Probably the most impressive position so far has been the back three, especially the wingers. Van der Merwe, another hatful of tries, great game, always in that game, serious threat, genuine contender. Lewis Rees-Zammit, very impressive again, probably not perfect, wants to get his hands probably on the ball a bit more because Adams and Van der Merwe are scoring so many tries, but still amazing pace and attack and defence. He's right up there. Adams, what can you say? Third game in a row. Drafted in at 15 this time, which I know he can play, but he's probably not meant to be a 15 as such. Can do no wrong. Scoring tries for fun, setting them up, tidy fullback work. Just wow, to be honest. So he moves up. At the moment, he looks like a definite starter, or certainly in the 23. The ability to play 15 is going to help him for sure. Van der Merwe, you just can't ignore his try threat, and because he's scoring a bit more, he's pushing ahead of Lewis Rees-Zammit, who again will want the ball in his hands a little bit more. And poor old Watson, not really through any fault of his own, but just because the others are streaking ahead, is down there in fourth. And very quickly, the fullbacks, neither of these guys played, so I'm not changing them at all. So let me know what you think. Who is moving above who in these individual positions? Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know, and I'll catch you again, hopefully in the build up to this game on Saturday, and I'll see you then.